Good afternoon. This is Roger. What's Not to Like YouTube channel, and I wanted to actually just show some gutter cleaning. It's getting it's slowly approaching autumn here, so there's a bunch of leaves. There's a bunch of leaves in the gutter as well. So today I'm going to go up and actually clean the gutters off versus paying somebody to do it, because it does cost some money. I'm pretty safe. I use a pretty long ladder, but obviously the one thing you want to do is make sure that the ladder is far enough away from the actual house when you're leaning up against it, so it doesn't tip over backwards. That's going to be critical. So I'm going to be going up there today, stepping over the edge, and I'm actually going to be using, I don't like to get too close to the edge, so I'm going to be using one of these little electrical blowers. In our county, unfortunately, we have these laws against gas power blowers, so I guess I'll use an electrical one so that I don't bother the noise ordinances in our neighborhood, and then get a $500 fine. So I'll be using like an electrical blower today to clean out my gutters. But I want to get it done before this major rainstorm comes through here, because it's going to last like 3 days or something like that. And nothing like having overflowing gutters to bother the side, the fascia on the side of your house. Because whenever that happens, then you're going to end up having to get leaks under. You're going to end up with leaks underneath there and having to replace the fascia at some point. I've already replaced it before in the back, and as you can see in the top, that brighter piece of fascia there, I had to replace that over the summer. You can see the older one, which I need to paint, which isn't that bad, but I had to replace that because it was completely rotted out and it was leaking down the inside of the wall. So a good thing to take care of is getting those leaves cleaned out before it turns into a real problem. So we're up on the roof now, and there's not a lot of leaves. There's a little bit of leaves in the gutter. You might be able to survive the storm, but it's good to blow those out. So, if you look all the way down to the end, there's some leaves on here. I'm going to blow those out. I'm going to go up in the front and blow those up over the top of the roof and blow those out as well. You can see that there's a lot more leaves in the gutter down there on the lower roof. So, plan ahead. Make sure there's a way to get up there. I kind of do it the easy way. I go out I have a window over that first story addition, which I can get out of pretty easily. And, if you plan ahead, you can usually get out there fairly safely and without too much of an issue. So, I'm going to take it from here, just start blowing out the gutters. Well, I'm done with this part of the roof, so I'm going to go back over the front where I can get to where I can actually get to the front gutters, and then blow those out as well. Those I actually it's a little bit steeper there, so I'm going to blow those out from a sitting position. So it looks like I have a little bit of leaves in here. What I'm going to do is right now I'm sitting on the roof here. I'm not going to get too close to the edge because I don't want to fall off. So I'm a little safe about doing this. That's one nice thing about using a blower to do it, is you don't have to get real close to the edge of the roof if you're on top. Cleaning, I contemplated cleaning this thing out with a ladder, but having to move the ladder, every few feet when you're down below it is really a pain in the neck. It takes forever to clean a gutter out. This is usually like probably at most a half an hour job to do both the top roof gutters and then the addition on the side. Those gutters probably takes about 30 minutes total. So I'd rather do it this way versus trying to be on the ground and move a ladder over every 4 or 5 feet of cleaning a gutter out by hand. this is a much easier way of doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this up and clean these out. So the front gutters are already clean. I'm just going to take the blower and lower it down onto the roof. I do it with the cord intact. What I do is I just normally I tie the line around it so it doesn't become unplugged. I do it anyway when I always have a knot in it just to keep it from getting unplugged, because that is a pain in the neck. So if you just put a quick knot around it before you plug it in, it actually works pretty well, and you can actually take it and lower it down without an issue. So I'll just let this go down a little bit, make sure it doesn't drop here. You guys can see what I'm doing here. I lower it down. And I don't like to get too close to the edge, but there you see where it lowered it down. Just put it on the roof so that I don't have any real issues. Balance and just lower it down and let it rest on the roof, as long as your roof is not too steep. If your roof, if you guys are lowering it onto a lower roof that has a very steep pitch to it, you probably want to be careful and find another way to do this. And you maybe even use a ladder to get up on the lower roof, because the last thing you want to do is get up and actually fall off, or have your blower fall off the roof after it slides off. So keep that in mind as well for safety. Well, here I am. Actually in my office that overlooks the lower roof. So all I got to do is actually take the screens here and push these together, and then lift the screens up, and then I'm out on the roof. So perfect situation, nice and safe. I don't have to go climbing up a ladder on it. Just fortunate for me, although I think I would have found a way to go up on a ladder anyway, safely. It's not that bad as long as you can get on top. It's not that steep. Again, if your roof has a very steep pitch to it, you might not feel as comfortable when you look at it getting up on the roof and actually, actually moving around. On the steeper portion of the roof up top, again, I was kind of more or less sitting down on the roof, blowing it out, just kind of sliding sideways on there. With the blower, so I don't have to get anywhere near the edge. What I try to do is I take the blower sometimes and just dig some of the bigger chunks of this moss out here. I don't worry that much about it unless it really gets overgrown, because I don't want to tear up the roof. This is kind of an old roof, and I'm probably going to have to redo it soon anyway. But you guys can take a look at this and see how full the gutters are. Most of the leaves are still in the tree, but believe it or not, these are almost full. So if I did not clean this out right now, and again, I'm going to have to clean it once the tree totally sheds all the leaves. If I didn't clean this out now, there would be water running down the side of the house, which is not that good, running down the siding. So better take, maybe clean the gutters twice in the autumn when the leaves start to come down, and not take a chance on something happening to the fascia underneath. Again, I've already had to replace the fascia underneath, that portion right there. So, because it was totally rotted out, because from years of abuse, probably not cleaning it out before we even got here. But once you get into a place, you just want to make sure that you get the most for your money, and you keep it in as great shape as possible. Obviously, these vines don't help out too much. I'm going to have to take that out because that causes problems as well. But for the time being, I'm just going to knock these leaves out of the gutter. Get all the twigs blown off the roof here, but I'm going to take care of that now. you can see all the stuff I cleaned up from up there ended up down here on the deck. So the great thing is I have the blower down here now, where I can just clean off the deck and do the rest of the yard, actually, because I do have quite a bit of leaves in the yard as well, and start to get them out to the curb for cleanup. So everything is good to go, and a fairly easy job. You know, I don't know how much they somebody would charge you to clean your gutters out, but you know, nowadays, even if somebody's charging you like $50 or something like that to do all the you know, all that stuff, that's still money right now in times where it might be a little bit challenging. So you know, it's pretty simple. Use a blower to clean out your gutters if you can, and don't get too close to the edge of the roof. That's simple. Thanks a lot. If you like this video, please tap like, and we'll see you later.